Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Looney Tunes World of Mayhem, and this is my top 5 list of things that I would like to see added to the game because I really think that it would improve the game throughout this year. There's a lot more that I think would be really cool, but I've narrowed it down to 5 things. But first, before we get into that, if you're just now finding my channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Alright, and welcome back. So we're going to go through with the top 5 things that I think would be cool to add to the game in no particular order, but one I am going to start with is alliances. I think that we need to have quite a few more options when it comes to alliances. Things like last online, so that alliance leaders can dive into the details. When you go into the details, you really don't get a lot of information here. Just this alone is really all you see. A few things that would be cool to see in here would be that last online. It's something you can do here, maybe just reconfigure that team, just so alliance leaders can see how active their members are. And there's quite a few members in the alliance. You can have up to 50 people. That's a lot of people. So it'd be great for alliance leaders to be able to see the activity of their members. Also, it would be great if anybody wanting to come into the alliance required an approval. It'd be nice to be able to set the alliance to private or public. If it's public, then people can just flood in all they want the way it is right now. But if it's set to private, then they have to request an invite to the alliance. Those two things for alliance options would make things a whole lot easier for the alliance leaders out there, because it's not the easiest job, right? I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and it takes up quite a bit of time. So being able to have some efficiencies there in the alliance management would be awesome. Next, again, this is in no particular order, but this is probably the biggest one for me. Our energy is capped at 50 right now. That doesn't increase. Typically in games like this, as you increase in level, you'll see your energy increase, because as you continue through the campaign and other things, the cost of the different chapters or levels or nodes, whatever you want to call it, they increase in energy cost. So just like right now, if I go into the campaign and I'm on Act 3 right here, if I go into any one of these battles, it's 20 energy. So I can really only do 2 battles at a time and then wait for the energy to refresh and do another 2 battles and then again wait for that energy to refresh. So if we could get that energy to increase with levels, that would be awesome. Even a cap of 100 would be awesome and would really help out. Also, when it comes to energy, the cost, 100 gems to refresh 50 energy, I think is too high. Gems don't come as quickly as other resources in this game. So I think what I think would be cool is you bring that down to 50 for 50 energy, and then you do that a couple times. So let's say energy refills cost 50 gems 2 or 3 times, and then once you refresh your energy 2 or 3 times, then the cost goes up to 100 gems, however you want to manage that. I never use gems to refresh my energy just because it's so expensive, and I'm very particular on what I do spend my gems on. Again, I put a video out on how best to use your resources. I'll put a link to that right here. But for me, I really use gems to speed up chests, and that's only once it gets below 50 gems in order for me to open those chests. Next, we go into the Toon roster here, and let me just pull up Porky Pig right here. It would be nice if from this screen you had a left or a right swipe, so you could swipe through the different characters instead of always going back out and clicking that next character. It just makes things a little bit easier. And then if you go into Tune Up, it would be really nice to know what the resources are for Tune Up 20, Tune Up 21, because right now you only are shown what the next level is going to require. So if we knew what at least the next few tune-ups would cost, we would be able to better prepare for that. Now, for the most part, it's going to cost what we see down below, but it would be nice to be able to see that, just again for efficiencies, and when you go out and do your farming and things like that, it just makes things a little bit easier in my opinion. And then again, from this screen, if we can just swipe left or right in order to change characters and not always go out, then that'd be awesome. Because as far as tune-ups go, if you want to go into a tune-up and then go into another character to find their tune-up, you got to go out 2 screens and then back in. It's just a quality of life thing more than anything else. I really wanted to hit different parts of the game. So number 4 for me, you know, the world out here is, I think it's a pretty cool part of the game because it allows you to farm additional resources and farm tune pieces. But one thing that would be really cool is that if I go in here and I click on Bugs' burrow there, being able to move him around and everything, that's great. But you know what? What if I want to put him on this side of the road and then flip his burrow around so it's facing the road? Right now you can't. You either cancel it or you say it's okay. So being able to flip these houses around would just be cool. I mean, especially for people who like to customize this part of the game. You can customize it by putting the houses and stuff wherever you want, but being able to twist them and rotate them, like this house right here, it'd be nice to have it facing the river. I don't know, just something that I thought would be kind of cool. And then the last one really, I think, and I mentioned it just a little bit ago and in another video, but the gems, I think we need a better source of being able to get more of those gems, because in this game, anything that costs gems is pretty expensive. I mean, right now, you're going through the 2019 New Year's event, you get a chest, you get a crate, a New Year's crate, and it's 600 gems to open it up over 8 hours. If there was a way in the game to create more gems, other than watching videos and going to do other things, like downloading other games and things like that, I think that's a cool way to do it for people who are into trying the different offers and things like that in order to get gems. That's cool. But I think it'd be awesome to be able to have something else in the game in order for you to generate additional gems. It doesn't have to be a whole lot more, but just a little bit more than what we're currently getting. All right, so that is my top 5 for 2019, what I would like to see in this game. Additional alliance options to make things a little bit easier for the alliance leaders out there. Energy is the worst resource in this game right now, in the fact that it regenerates only up to 15. You can only do so much with that, so you really got to be careful with what you spend your energy on. Changing characters on the character screen, swiping left or right, so you don't always have to go out. Seeing those additional tune-ups for more than just what your next tune-up requires would be really cool to see in there. And then rotating houses on the world map just for a little more customization for the people who like that. And then lastly, just a way for us to be able to gain more gems, a little bit more than what we're currently right now. And I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord. Both links are on my main channel page. I'll also link the game's Discord in the description down below. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.